Today our topic is the best Stoic quotes for tough times. Life is full of challenges, and sometimes it feels like the world is against us. But the ancient Stoic philosophers teach us that we have the power to control how we respond to these challenges. Stoicism is not about ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine. It is about accepting reality, focusing on what we can control, and finding strength within ourselves. The Stoics believe that tough times are not just obstacles. They are opportunities to grow, to become stronger, and to practice virtues like courage, patience, and wisdom. Let's explore some of the best Stoic quotes that can help us during difficult moments, and learn how to apply their wisdom in our lives. One of the most famous Stoic quotes comes from Epictetus. "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote reminds us that we cannot always control what happens in life, but we can always control our response. For example, if someone insults you, you can choose to get angry and upset, or you can choose to stay calm and not let their words affect you. The same applies to bigger challenges, like losing a job or facing a health problem. You cannot change the situation, but you can control how you think about it and what you do next. This is the core idea of Stoicism. Focus on what is within your power, and let go of what is not. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realizes this, and you will find strength." This is another powerful reminder that our thoughts and attitudes are under our control. When tough times come, it's easy to feel helpless and overwhelmed. But Marcus Aurelius teaches us that we always have the power to choose our mindset. Instead of focusing on the problem, focus on how you can grow from it. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I become better because of this challenge? By shifting your focus, you can find inner strength and resilience. Another great Stoic quote comes from Seneca. "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." This means that just like exercise makes your muscles stronger, facing difficulties makes your mind stronger. Think about it. When you go through a tough time, you learn new skills, develop patience, and become more resilient. These are all qualities that will help you in the future. So, instead of seeing challenges as something negative, see them as opportunities to grow. Every time you face a difficulty, remind yourself that it is making you stronger and more capable. Epictetus also said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This quote teaches us that true freedom comes from self-control. If you let your emotions control you, you will always feel like a victim of circumstances. But if you learn to master your thoughts and emotions, you will feel free no matter what happens around you. For example, if you feel angry, instead of lashing out, take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this anger helping me? Is it solving the problem? By practicing self-control, you can avoid making bad decisions and stay focused on what really matters. Another important Stoic idea is to focus on the present moment. Marcus Aurelius said, "Do not disturb yourself by picturing your life as a whole. Do not overwhelm yourself with what may happen tomorrow or next year. Instead, focus on what is in front of you right now." This is a great reminder to live in the present. Often, we waste a lot of energy worrying about the future or regretting the past. But the truth is, the only moment we have control over is the present. By focusing on what you can do right now, you can make better decisions and feel more at peace. Seneca also gave us a powerful reminder. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This means that many of our fears and worries never actually happen. For example, you might worry about losing your job, but it's just a thought in your mind. Until it actually happens, you are only causing yourself unnecessary suffering. The Stoics teach us to focus on facts, not on our fears. Ask yourself, is this worry based on reality, or is it just in my imagination? By doing this, you can reduce your anxiety and focus on what's real. Another Stoic principle is to accept what you cannot change. Epictetus said, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." This means that you should do your best with what you have, and accept the things you cannot control. For example, if it starts raining during your picnic, you cannot stop the rain. But you can choose how to respond. You can get upset and ruin the day, or you can find a way to enjoy the rain. By accepting what you cannot change, you can focus your energy on what you can do, and find peace even in difficult situations. Marcus Aurelius also said, "The obstacle is the way." This quote means that challenges are not just problems. They are opportunities to move forward. When you face an obstacle, don't see it as something that stops you. See it as a chance to find a solution, to learn, and to grow. For example, if you lose your job, it's a tough situation, but it's also an opportunity to find a better job, learn new skills, or even start your own business. The Stoics teach us to embrace challenges and use them as stepping stones to success. Another important Stoic idea is to practice gratitude. Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This means that instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on what you have. For example, if you are going through a tough time, instead of thinking about all the things that are wrong, think about the things that are good in your life. Maybe you have a loving family, good friends, or a roof over your head. By practicing gratitude, you can shift your mindset and find joy even in difficult times. Seneca also said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." This means that success is not just about chance. It's about being ready when the opportunity comes. So, when you are going through tough times, use them as a time to prepare. Learn new skills, improve yourself, and get ready for the next opportunity. When the time comes, you will be ready to take advantage of it and create your own luck. Finally, Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. This means that your thoughts shape who you are. If you fill your mind with negative thoughts, you will feel negative. But if you fill your mind with positive and constructive thoughts, you will feel positive and strong. So, during tough times, pay attention to your thoughts. Are they helping you, or are they making things worse? By choosing your thoughts carefully, you can shape your mind and your life. In conclusion, Stoicism teaches us that tough times are not just challenges. They are opportunities to grow, to become stronger, and to practice virtues like courage, patience, and wisdom. By focusing on what we can control, accepting what we cannot change, and practicing gratitude, we can find peace and strength even in the most difficult situations. Remember the words of the Stoic philosophers, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. The obstacle is the way. These quotes remind us that we have the power to control our mindset and our response to life's challenges. So, the next time you face a tough time, remember the wisdom of the Stoics and use it to find strength, resilience, and peace. Life is not always easy, but with the right mindset, you can turn every challenge into an opportunity to grow and become the best version of yourself.